All of you to Projects Committee, and today our chairperson, Mr. Crow, will not be here. Today I will serve as chair. Also, Mr. Busby is here, and Mr. Lanier will serve as our member today. At this time, I would ask that the members would peruse the minutes, and after that, we will entertain a motion to adopt them.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Let
Aye.
me know.
Aye.
Opposes by the same sign. At this time, we will hear from Ron Smith, authorization to enter into master services agreement with Jacobs Engineering for the advanced metering infrastructure project.
The chairman, if I could,
Yes, sir.
the
Go
chairman contacted me before the meeting and asked if we would table this for a week,
Yes, sir.
because he'd like to be here for that discussion.
Right.
So if it's okay, I think it would make more sense to save this part for when Mr. Crow's back, and I will make a motion to table for 1 week.
We'll hear a second. Second. All in favor, let me know by voting sign aye.
Aye.
Opposes by the same sign. Thank you.
Sorry, Ron, it didn't mean to steal your thunder, but it didn't want you to have to shoot twice.
He stayed up past midnight. But we'll save it for next week.
Just don't cut his water off.
Our new business today, resolution approving the formation of a public corporation and authorizing the mayor to execute documents related to the change of entity and incorporation of the Tuscaloosa Road Improvement Commission. Mr. Holmes.
Yes, sir. This is a housekeeping matter, and really it's not really even our housekeeping matter.
Right.
As you all may recall, we passed, or the legislature passed House Bill 16 in, what was that, Mayor, 2015?
Yes, sir.
Or House Bill 600, that it formed the Tuscaloosa County Road Improvement Commission. That Road Improvement Commission has been extremely successful. It has been so extremely successful, other places statewide would like to be able to do it. So last year, the legislature passed another bill that, rather than being a local bill as HB 600 was, this was a statewide bill of general application. The reason TICRIC is wanting to incorporate under the statewide bill rather than the local bill is there are some things that you cannot accomplish via local bill, and making a public corporation is one of those. And so incorporating under the general statewide bill will give them powers should they in the future decide to take on their own debt in the bond market and things like that. It will generally give them more flexibility and greater powers. That what the reincorporation does and what the new statute allows for is any road improvement commission that was previously formed under a local bill or on another act, any of those commitments, any of those things will roll over under the new acts. So all the road projects, all the tax funding sources, the way the board's made up, all of those issues will remain the same. And so it's highly technical lawyer stuff, basically, is the short answer for it.
Okay.
But this just authorizes the mayor to execute his version of it. The county commission will have to do this as well, and the Northport City Council. Then the full road improvement commission is then able to vote on it.
Okay, so TICRIC is actually the one
They're the ones doing this.
reforming we're just authorizing the mayor to sign the city's
Yes, sir.
participation in it.
Yes.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Number 3, approval for professional services agreement with Duncan Coker Associates for engineering services for lift station 22, main replacement and wastewater characterization project, total not to exceed $377,103. Lua, how are
Good
you?
afternoon, Councilor.
Good afternoon.
So, as you said, this is the Office of the City Engineer requesting approval to enter the contract for engineering service with Duncan & Coker for the engineering service all the way through the end of construction for the replacement of a wastewater line near lift station 22, which is near to the airport. We got this question last time. The contract is not to exceed $377,103, and it's under budget. We have a thousand, bond, 2022 for water and wastewater budget for this project.
Okay. Are there any questions for Lua today?
I just have one on timing. We issued the RFQ in late '21,
Yes, sir.
and is this, why is it just now coming in with a
Yes,
recommendation?
we
for
were
selection?
waiting for the budget to be approved,
Okay.
sir. We wanted to be, have the full budget for the project before bringing to your attention.
Okay,
Motion.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. All right. At this time, approval of balancing change order to the construction contract with Price Civil Services, Inc. for 3123 50th Street East Drainage Project. Deductive total $19,216. Mr. Culver, greetings.
Good afternoon, Council.
Good afternoon.
Yes, so the Office of the City Engineer is requesting approval for balance and change order for the construction contract with Price Civil Services to deduct $19,216 from the project. This was for the 50th Street East Drainage Project. The funding source for this was the Public Works Capital Fund. And for this, with the scope, we really just replaced 220 linear foot of storm drainage that was causing some erosion problems. And before and after pictures of the project, let me take a look.
How long did it take you to get this project done?
This had a 30-day contract. We got it done maybe 3 weeks.
Awesome, have the time.
I'd like to make a motion.
Second.
All in favor, let it be known by voting saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Buzz, did you help him with that riprap?
I don't know who's in charge of that.
Also, again, Mr. Culver, approving the balance change order to the construction contract with Price Civil Services, Inc. for 32nd Avenue East Drainage Project, deducted total of $180. Awesome.
Yes, very similar to the previous request. The OC is requesting approval for the balance and change order for the construction contract with Price Civil Services for the 32nd Avenue East Drainage Project. And this would be a deductive amount of $180. And this was also replacing approximately 240 linear footage of storm drainage that was also causing some erosion problems. And the funding source for this was also the Public Works Capital Fund.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question. What is from where to where on 32nd Avenue East? What is-
32nd, this comes from 32nd Avenue East, and we have a storm easement, a management easement to almost to the back of, to the side of a woman's house, going back to a drainage ditch. And this storm,
Is this over in Woodland Hills?
yes, it is.
That's what I was asking, because we've got a request for 32nd Avenue East that's off University Boulevard in Alberta. I didn't know if this,
Okay.
that's coming.
Yeah, we'll take a look. We're on the lookout for it.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
At this time, authorization to submit payment for the wetland and stream impacts mitigation credits for the Mcwright's Ferry Road project, total to not exceed $500,000. Mr. Brian Gurney, welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is, like I said, authorization to make these payments for our wetland and stream impacts. We need the authorization preemptively so that when we get, right now, our nationwide Corps permit is under review by the Corps of Engineers. They'll concur with our amount of impacts, and then we'll go to the market to get these credits. Those credits will fluctuate in price, so this preemptive authorization will allow us to expedite the purchase of those credits.
So, Mr. Kearney, we are impacting, I guess, wetlands, and therefore we have to buy credits
Yes, sir.
to offset that. They're selling at a market price, check,
Yes, sir.
and you're wanting to buy them now to include market fluctuation.
We're wanting to authorize it now
Authorize.
and make, so that way when we go to make the purchase, we don't have to come back to the authorization, further authorization, which takes a duration to get through our process, 2 weeks. And then in that time, the price could change, so we're just,
Are
We're
we
expect-
buying those credits in, denominated in acres or what?
it's, for
How
the stream
many-
impacts, it's
What
acres.
size tract are we having to mitigate?
We're mitigating 0.10 acres of wetlands, so a little bit, and then 1,006 linear foot of stream impact. So it's linear foot for stream impacts, acres for wetlands.
Gotcha.
I'll make a
I'm
motion.
good. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, by the same sign. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Page 27, approval to enter into the master services agreement with Civic Plus LLC for the new software for 311, total year one at $16,779.91, year two at $34,309.83. Mr. Rush.
Yes, sir. So this is, we are gonna be swapping our 311 software. Kind of the better things about it, this is really, the software that we're going to is the standard, kind of industry-wide as far as municipalities go. It's gonna have a text-in service, which is a new feature that we don't currently have. The app is gonna be much more user-friendly. It integrates better with our Lucidity and our ticketing software, so we're really excited about it, and just kind of overall, this is the absolute best way to go. So it's already funded. The money is going to be coming out of IT's budget. Our contract with our last software runs out in June, and so we're going to be implementing this so that it's a seamless transition.
What were we paying, Dr. Rush? Ballpark.
It was between 20 and 25, and so this will go up after the first year.
Right.
So I've been working with Jason, and we've actually looked at some other software also that a lot of times if you can get multiple products under the same software company, you can bundle, and so we'll be looking at that later, but we're gonna be saving money this next year.
Okay. Yes, sir, Mr. Taylor.
Will this affect where you can text 311, or is that what we're talking about here?
Well, so that will be just an additional option. We'll also have where you can go to the website, you can still call in, we'll have an app for the phone.
I
but you
use
can
the
also
app.
text. Yes, sir.
And it's pretty good once I
Right.
learned how to use it, but I had to work it.
Well, and so that's one thing that this will fix. I think that the app could be a huge asset to our 311 call takers.
I like it, because I can upload a picture
Yep, yes, sir.
and send it in.
It's immediate. And so with this one, even when you use the app, it's got a GPS, so it says, okay, we know where the phone is. So even if a person enters in a wrong address, it knows exactly where the problem is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yes, sir. So,
How often will this product have updates?
and that's a good question. I don't know, and that might be something that Jason could help me. I think it's probably a standard, yearly type thing.
It's a software as a service, so it's only hosted, so when it's updated for all customers who use it simultaneously, as opposed to, a local instance where we would have to update it ourselves.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Are there any questions?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you so much. Number 8, authorization for the mayor to execute maintenance renewal contract with DataWorks Plus for continued use of public safety's mugshot and fingerprint software and hardware support, total not to exceed $3,302.50. Mr. Foster.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is more of just a housekeeping matter. The previous contract was with another company, and then this company was purchased by another company, and we're just setting up a new contract. This is something that we've paid for a number of years. The dollar amount is roughly the same, and it is in our maintenance budget.
Motion.
Second.
It has been motioned and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. Number 9, authorization for the mayor to execute a license renewal contract with Harmon Connected Services, Inc. for the continued use of current time and attendance software not to exceed $25,000. Jason Foster and LaShonda Kemp.
Yes, this is a license for a connector piece between our time and attendance software and to be able to use it on current, more modern desktops, laptops, etc. We're currently in process of updating that software, and it will be done by Q2 of next year. So this, next year, we will not need to purchase, but for the moment, it's required for business continuity to keep using our existing time and attendance software.
So this is the software that we already.
Yes, sir. This has been paid for in previous years, and this was included in our maintenance budget.
That's coming out of IT's budget, not HR's.
Correct. Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
Motion.
Second, all in favor, let it be known by the vote sign. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, by the same sign. Thank you. The next Council Public Projects Committee meeting will be held on October 4th, 2022. I'll entertain the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.